So today I want to talk about kind of a phase I'm going through in life right now in 2024, and it's basically slowing down to speed up. So from 2021 all the way to 2023, I was exponentially growing massively, right? And this is in terms of my real estate. My real estate was growing massively. I bought 80 units of real estate in 8 months. And after buying those assets, I was renovating a lot of my apartments, my mobile home park, finished renovating my 26 unit, my 20 unit, sold my mobile home park for a loss. I created a video about that, so check that video out if you want to learn more. But basically 2021, 2022, I was buying a lot of real estate. 2022 to 2023, I was stabilizing my real estate and stabilizing my portfolio. And then 2024, I'm kind of hitting this weird point where I feel a little bit stagnant because I'm trying to pick up all the pieces um, after I bought that real estate, right? Because by buying all that real estate, I blew out my cash reserves. So I'm focusing on building up my cash reserves. I have some line of credits that I have. So I had a line of credit that I used to fix up my 20 unit, and which I'm still paying. Luckily, it's only 2.5%, so it's very little. So I'm not motivated to pay it off fast. But I want to pay that off. I'm in my Tesla here, which I had to buy because my car, my BMW broke down. So I and have a car loan on it because I'm very cash poor, asset rich. So I did 100% financing on my Tesla. So I'm trying to save up money to pay off this Tesla, and this one is at I think 6.5% interest rate. So between my line of credit, which is 2.5, and my Tesla, which is 6.5, I'm a lot more motivated to pay off my Tesla because it's a higher interest rate. And then on top of that, I'm trying to build up my emergency reserve up to $150,000. Like just for context, all my single family homes, the mortgages and all that, how much I spend for all my single family homes is almost like $28,000 a month, right? So for me, I always have to, I do get rental income, right? But then I do have to pay the mortgage up front, and then usually the rent comes in after. So I have to, keep a decent amount of money in my bank account, and for me, my comfort level is about 150K. I think that will make me very comfortable in terms of my emergency reserve. And so, it's kind of, and then I'm also trying to, buy a single family home. Ideally, I want to buy a new build, townhome, or single family home. I'm documenting my journey. I'm going through that, but so far, and then also on top of that, eventually save up for a wedding, and all that. So I have a lot of like personal things going on, and a lot, picking up all the pieces from when I bought all that real estate. So I'm very stagnant right now, which is unusual for me because I'm usually going full speed, full sprint, right? And kind of going back to the home that I want to buy. So I found out that I could do 5% down through Citibank. Interest rate would be 7%, and the PMI is only $120 extra a month. And that blew my mind because I was like, wow, people always freak out over PMI, but I'm like, it's only 120 bucks extra a month. Like, can you not afford 120 bucks extra a month? That's literally that's like a dinner on a weekend, right? Average dinner on the weekend in Los Angeles is 120 bucks. So just don't eat out fancy one time, and you can cover your PMI. And what's powerful is, the average townhome, that's a new build, and you're talking 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,700 square foot. It's going to be about 800,000. So if you want to put 20% down, you need 160. 10% down, you need 80. 5% down, you need 40, right? And if it's me and my girlfriend splitting it, we need half of 40K, so it's 20K each, which I have right now, right? So, looking to buy a house, yeah, we'll deep dive into some numbers, but what kills me about a lot of the new built houses is that they have HOA, right? There's no way escaping it. Like in Southern California, like Los Angeles area, they don't have many new builds. Most of the things that are being built are like condos or townhomes. Condos not as desirable because they're usually like 2 bedroom versus townhouses. You can get 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom options, which are more like family friendly. So for a new build, a 3 bedroom is about 8,000, 800K, sorry, and then a 4 bedroom is closer to a million. But what's killing me is the HOA. Like the average HOA I've seen is 300 to 500 bucks a month, and like the one I'm looking at is $500 a month, and that's insane, right? Like some charge $300 a month, and there's no amenities, there's no pool, there's no gym, there's no park, no picnic area, nothing special, right? No security. But the one that I'm looking at, it's $500 a month. It has a nice pool, it has a nice gym, it has a park, it has a picnic area, it has a gate, it has security, right? So there's, in my mind, the minimum HOA is going to be $300, so I'm paying extra $200, and at least they have a pool, a gym, so I kind of chalk it up as like a gym membership. But still, $500 a month, that's $6,000 a year, right? I charge in my 20 unit $500 a month, and that's just my HOA fee here in Los Angeles, right? But that's the new normal, right? Like most new builds, if you want a new build, a modern home, you're gonna have at least $300 to $500 in HOA. So you just have to accept it, right? If you want a new house, if you want an older house, then you might have to fix up the house, and then it might be a weird layout, and then it might be a little smaller than you would like. It won't be as modern. In that case, you have to deal with that. So like kind of pick your poison type of thing. And I will document my process, but given that it's 5% down, and the bank told me that because there's me and my girlfriend on the loan, the PMI actually is less because it's less risk. It makes sense, right? If I lose my job, my girlfriend cover it. If my girlfriend loses her job, I can cover it, right? It's less risk that way. So I have all these life events going on right now as I'm trying to pick up all the scraps of all the real estate I bought. Keep in mind, I am cash flowing $10,000 a month through my real estate, but like you said, I'm still making payments towards to pay my general contracting fee for the next 3 months. So whatever cash flow I do make, that's going towards paying the $25,000 in contracting fees. So like right now, I'm still trying to stabilize, pick up the pieces. So I'm very stagnant right now in terms of real estate, but my W-2 life is increasing significantly. Like I got a new job, which I'm starting in February, and it's gonna pay me $80,000 more compared to my current job, and that's insane, right? Like I was in the Bay Area, and the Bay Area is more expensive, higher cost of living, they pay more. I moved to Southern California. I took like a $40,000 pay cut, and then been at my job for like 2 years, got 5% raises, which was nice. And then this new job just comes, and then they pay me $70,000, $80,000 more than I'm currently getting paid, which is now $70,000 more than I was getting paid in the Bay Area. So I'm getting paid more now, and Los Angeles is a cheaper cost of living. So it's a little bit of a win, right? Like I'm making more money than in the Bay, and the cost of living is a little less. So I have a good margin. So to kind of summarize it, I would say in 2021 to 2020 to now, my real estate grew exponentially. My health kind of went down a little bit because I wasn't prioritizing working out. My YouTube, I was pretty consistent working on, and my W-2 was very stagnant, right? Now it's interesting. My real estate is stagnant. My W-2 just went up big time. My YouTube is starting to go up. I'm starting to see a little bit of that exponential growth. And then my health, I'm focusing on my health now. So there's different, like when you look at growth, what I'm trying to refine my mind is that, you're not always going to grow in every area of your life, right? Like there's a period where I grew a lot in health. Like I was like a bodybuilder and power lifted, right? And then there's a phase where I was buying a lot of real estate, but I compromised other things. Now I'm going into a phase where my real estate's maybe more stable, and my W-2 is going to go up, and I'm going to focus on my health and my own personal stuff, right? So, but then after that, once I take care of all my personal stuff, I build up my reserves, maybe by then interest rates will drop down. I want to pull out money on one of my apartments, use that money to go buy another 30, 40, 50 unit apartment complex, right? So I'm trying to tell myself that you always don't need a sprint. What I was doing in 2021 to 2023 isn't always going to be the case. That was an outlier season, and it's okay just to be slow. Sometimes you have to take a step backwards to jump 2 steps forward. That happened to me in my W-2, right? I literally took a step backwards going from NorCal to SoCal to be near my girlfriend. And now, after 3 years, I'm finally leaping 3 steps forward and getting that huge 80K raise, right? And that's going to happen in my real estate. Maybe this is the point where, when I first started doing real estate from 2017 to 2021, I was going very slowly. And all of a sudden, I had a huge exponential growth. right? Now this is just a phase where I might be slow for the next, 2-3 years, and I'm gonna do another huge jump, right? Because like for me, at least right now, if I were to buy another 30, 40, 50 unit apartment complex, my quality of life doesn't improve. But what will improve my quality of life is if I get healthier again. By all means, I'm not unhealthy, but I'm not as healthy as I used to be. I used to like gym, sauna, steam room like 3-4 times a week, which is really healthy for you, right? If you have like do sauna for like 10-15 minutes 3 times a week, very healthy for you. Has great health benefits, lowers blood pressure, makes your skin nicer, helps your muscles recover, right? And then now I worked hard. I want to reward myself, right? Obviously I'm traveling more now. You're gonna have to plan a wedding soon. I'm gonna build my reserve. I need to buy a house for me, and buying a primary residence. And I'm not gonna house hack this because I want privacy now. Buying a single family home a primary residence isn't the greatest investment move, right? But it's more like a personal thing now, right? Because I want my own house. So I'm putting my real estate portfolio growth on pause to help my own personal life and my W-2 life. So just know that as you go through this journey, some things will grow, some things will stagnate, some things will get worse, right? It's just a matter of prioritizing which one you want of each. So hopefully this kind of gave you some context. For those of you, I know a lot of you want to get a big real estate portfolio like me. You want financial freedom like me, but just know that there's gonna be a period where you're stagnant, and all of a sudden you just shoot up and grow exponentially. So please share this video with somebody who can find value from this. Please let me know if you have any comments or questions down below. Love to answer those, and please share this video with somebody who can benefit from this. Thank you so much.